Hello Aries, it's Christine and this is a general reading for you lovely lot. Please do like the video if you enjoy it, and please subscribe if you haven't already. That would help me to grow this little channel and get the messages out to more Aries. So as usual, I've pulled these cards previously for you and given myself some time to zone into them, to tap into your energy. So I've scribbled some notes down as I've gone along. So I've got my little post-it notes. So with general readings, they're not going to resonate for all of you because there's too many Aries out there. So it's important to cherry pick the bits that sound and feel familiar to you, and any that don't, to leave those, ignore those and leave them for another Aries. So put yourself in the scenario where you belong if it feels like it's resonating. You could be one of the persons that's in the situation that I'm describing. Or you could simply just be an observer, Aries. It's something that's going on in your energy, but it doesn't have to mean that it's going on with you, you know, because again, we have what looks like a married couple. It could be a mum and a dad, mother and father. And then there seems to be a third party, an affair. I'm sorry that this keeps coming through, but it keeps ebbing and flowing. You know, that energy kind of disappears and then it comes back, and that could be because someone is thinking about this situation. It may be a past situation, or it could be a present one, and you know, people could be talking about it and then they stop thinking about it and then they stop thinking about it, and that's why the energy comes and goes. So energy is very fluidic. So we start off with the Page of Swords, and I had a little giggle when I clarified this with the Oracle deck, because the Page of Swords is the spy card. So in modern times, in tarot, it would be someone spying on another person's social media. And this, again, is another card in this deck that reminds me of someone doing a golf swing. Just the stance, the way that foot is sort of resting in that manner. And then it looks like they're kind of, I know it's a sword in that person's hand, but so there could be someone spying who is into golf. And as I was saying, I had a little giggle because this card came out to clarify it, the social media keeping tabs card. Now, over here, we've got the call, hearing from card, and these two look like the same person. But because they were at opposite sides, and because in tarot, everything that comes into your mind, you should really say, because it could mean something to someone. I got the word twins. So someone could be dealing with twins. Someone could feel that two people are like twins, you know, like peas in a pod. Or there could be a mirroring situation going on where two people could be twin flames, that kind of thing. So whoever is spying on a Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is the most attractive, sexy, alluring, confident, head-turning queen in the deck. So At first I thought maybe the Queen of Wands was you, Aries, but to clarify, we get the Leo card of the Strength. So to me, this is someone who's a damsel in distress, someone who's, you know, help me, help, someone who's simpering and absolutely beautiful, but they've been through some hard times, and, you know, I just feel like there's someone who just wants to rescue this queen. Now, the person who's spying is this fellow, this Knight of Wands. Now, this could be someone who's younger than the Queen of Wands, but it doesn't have to be. It could be someone who's more immature. Again, it's a fire sign card. And as you can see, he just looks like he's rocked up on a horse that's very excited. And he's got his wand in his hand. And, you know, I'm just getting this thing about rearing up. And I keep getting in my mind a wolf whistle. So he's kind of, you know, wolf whistling at her. And, you know, he really fancies her, basically, and he wants to rescue her. Now, the fact that she's a damsel in distress, I feel like this is a turn on to him. Now, he could be a toy boy, as I've just said, but one of these two people is married. So we've got a Queen of Pentacles. You know, this could be the wife, the mother of the children. It's earth energy. So we've got this Queen of Pentacles who is keeping very quiet about this situation with the High Priestess. High Priestess is a feminine energy, as is the Strength. The Strength is kind of like a strong feminine energy as well. So there's all this feminine energy, and I feel like there's this player type of a masculine. So the High Priestess, what I was getting there was something about a secret other woman. You know, the Queen of Wands is traditionally in tarot the other woman, in inverted commas. So so we've got, as I said before, whoever's spying, or whoever they are mirroring, they're going to make a phone call. So that phone call could ignite this passion, and it could, you know, cause a love triangle. As I've said at the top of the reading, this could be past energy. So we've got the card of insecurity, self-esteem. So this phone call between these two people is going to make the wife feel insecure. Basically, that's the way I'm reading it. Because someone's going to make a call to someone else's partner, and it's being kept quiet. Then we come on to these messages, which start off with the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about stability. It's the four corners of stability. It's the home life, the living situation, the comfort, the security. It can be to do with family, you know, the hub of the family. It can be to do with marriage. And over here, we've got a card that's mirroring that, the card of safety and comfort. Now, the Devil comes next, which is a Capricorn card, and we've got the Devil twice. So there's as soon as I put this card down, because I did your reading just going from the top of the deck and just dealing the cards as they came. I thought straight away that for some of you there could be something toxic in your home. Now what I mean by that is there could be an object, because objects hold energy. Everything holds energy. So there could be a gift that you were given in the past by someone that you were in a toxic connection with, and it could be affecting the feng shui was the word I kept getting. It could be affecting the flow of the energy. There could be a bit of stuck negative energy in your home. So I'm not suggesting to throw anything away. What I was getting was to cleanse by burning the white sage or by using rock salt. Also, I've mentioned in previous readings that I use this selenite. I use selenite sticks. You can buy them in bigger sticks. You can cleanse your crystals with them, because that stick is the most, it absorbs the most negative energy, I think, out of all of the crystals. So you can use it to clean tarot cards, which is what I do, as well as crystals. You can pop a slither of it on the top of all of your door frames. I don't know what you call the top of the door, so that anyone coming in to your home with negative energy, excuse me. So because we've also got these two cards, I was getting a few different scenarios. So we've got the card of toxicity, karmic relationship, and we've got the Ace of Wands, which is about lust when it's coupled with the devil. But I wasn't really getting someone sort of lusting. I was getting the other scenario, the main scenario. I was getting that there could be someone in your family or your blended family, because I always see the Ten of Cups as the family card, and I see this card here, the Ten of Pentacles, as the blended family card. You know, step family, the family blending together, blood family and step family. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the single independent card. So I feel like this devil's talking about someone who's codependent. So you could have living with you, maybe specifically a step family member, or if not living with you, someone who's very attached, and they kind of maybe rely upon your partner for this safety and comfort. They're missing the person who provided that for them, and maybe this is an adult who's left the home or who's still living at home. But, this person, there's also the energy of someone who might be a relationship addict, with this double devil, someone who doesn't want to be single. They want to, they feel like they get their happiness through a relationship. Now, as I said before, I felt like this Ace of Wands wasn't about lust. However, this card came out, the Secret Admirer card. But we've got this third-party interference card, the Three of Swords. So, take it how it resonates, because it's a few different things in these cards here, a few different scenarios that are coming to mind. So I don't know why I got this song, but I got, if you go back to her, I'll go back to black. So because the Three of Swords is a card of heartache, and it can talk of where there's been an affair, you know, a third party situation. So I don't know, you know, that's kind of, I feel like there's so many different little messages all interwoven. I'm seeing a little tapestry again where all the messages are interwoven, and that's why I give myself plenty time to keep tapping into your energy, to keep zoning in to these cards, and it kind of all sinks in, and I get downloads in dream state and throughout the day and throughout the next day. So you know, I feel like this is the way I roll with the tarot. And when I give people personal readings, I do the same thing. I'll get them to ring me up, or they come to see me. I get them to pick the cards. I'll shuffle and I'll say to them, tell me when to stop. And whenever they say stop, I'll pick the card off the top of the deck at that time. And any cards that jump out when the person's sort of sitting opposite me or near me, I feel like they, you know, they are theirs as well. And then, you know, I do like to have some time to just ponder on those cards. And then I'll ring the person back, you know, usually after a few hours or the next day, or I'll record them a video and send them it. But I only do that for close friends and family, or friends, people who really need it. Also, when I put your cards down, Aries, I was really zoning into them, and a Kate Bush song lyric came into my head. I don't even know what the song's called, but the song lyric was, there's a ghost in our home and it's watching you without me. And I'm getting the chills down my left. I don't know why I keep getting the chills down my left leg. It's always down my, when I tap into your energy and I'm picking up on something strongly, I get it. It's always in my left thigh, my left knee, my left leg, my left calf. I don't know why. But I was kind of thinking, that's very interesting. I haven't heard that song for a long time. And then in my mind, I heard Ivy Tilsley saying, our Brian. So I don't know if Brian is a relevant name to someone watching me, and that was completely out of the blue because I don't watch Coronation Street. I may have sporadically watched it now and again in the 80s and 90s, but I just don't watch it. But I do know that Ivy was Brian's mum, and so I googled, and the first thing that came up was a Facebook post from 6 years ago which said, do you think that Ivy and Brian have come back to haunt Gail? So I do know that Ivy was Brian's mother, and she was a very overbearing mother-in-law towards Gail. So there could be a mother-in-law in spirit who's overbearing, you know. It was just the fact that our Brian came, you know, her voice, and the lady that played Ivy, their mum, was called Lynn Perry. And I googled her, and she's sadly passed away, but she was indeed an Aries. So that's very strange. But then again, there are no coincidences in this life. I've said this my whole adult life. It was my first tagline on my Facebook when Facebook was first invented. So it means something to someone. So we've got, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of sort of scattered energy. The last reading I did for you, it felt like it was all over the place, lots of different messages that didn't seem to join up. So you could, this is the deep dive into that deck that I used previously. So you might find that there are lots and lots of messages for lots and lots of Aries, rather than one theme or 2 or 3 different themes. And that's maybe why I feel like nothing sort of relates to the other, because there's lots of different scenarios. Then we come on to the King of Pentacles. Now we've got the Queen of Pentacles up there. So the King of Pentacles is the husband. Again, could be a father figure. And, I mean, he could be a Virgo or a Capricorn, because we've got a Virgo card here and we've got double Capricorn up there. And he felt the grass was greener, So someone's husband or father or both was in a marriage, a secure marriage, a settled, stable marriage, and felt the grass might be greener elsewhere. We've got the Page of Cups, which can indicate that there's a child in this mix. And we've got another king over here, the King of Cups. So I would suggest that this king is this child's father, because they're in the same suit, and that's the way I read it. And because I keep looking at this 10 of Pentacles, the blended family card, and it keeps sort of looking at him, this King of Pentacles could be the stepfather. I keep getting this thing, who's the daddy? I keep getting Ray Winston's voice in my mind, who's the daddy? And we've got two, we could have a father and a father figure. And, it's like, who's the dad and who's the biological dad and who's the stepdad? Take that how it resonates, if it applies to you. But this Page of Cups can represent an apology as well. And we've got the I'm sorry card that came out as well. So so we've got Scorpio energy in this little clarifier. We've got the Death card and the 10 of Cups. So that to me means the end of a family situation, the end of a happy family situation. And someone's apologising for how it ended. Someone's apologising for tearing a family apart. Someone's apologising for, because it's affected the child. So, this Page of Cups can represent a flirtation as well. And because we've got the 3 of Swords and the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it's all about, an affair, a third party coming into the mix. And obviously the child does suffer. So I have felt really sort of sad and quite panicked when I've been tapping into this energy. Someone feels bad for ghosting another person with this Hermit card. Someone's gone off and done their own thing. I was getting a little bit of this card above, a little bit where someone's been too independent, someone's maybe been selfish and just concentrated on what they wanted to do. This Hermit, it can indicate that there's an older energy, because the Hermit is an elder, but it's someone who's disconnected. And it was clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. So someone's sorry that they invested elsewhere. Now, this could be a separate message. It doesn't have to be someone that's invested in another person in their marriage, you know, had put some time and effort and energy into a third party, you know, a love triangle. It doesn't have to be that, because the Eight of Pentacles, it can be someone who was more invested in their work. You know, their mind was elsewhere. They were distant from the child, or the partner. Someone who feels sorry for disconnecting. It could be that someone feels sorry for disconnecting from another person, you know, a child or a partner who was very invested in them. You know, it wasn't an equal thing. Or someone might have just been more interested in their career with the Eight of Pentacles, you know, someone obsessed with their work. And I got another two songs as I looked at this King of Cups. Firstly, I got Who Do You Love? I don't know if it's an Eric Clapton song. Is it Me Now or is it him? And I also got, when I looked at this King of Cups, and this was later on, I got Boys Don't Cry, this song by The Cure. I think that was quite an older song from the 80s or 90s. So this King of Cups is a very loving energy, a very nurturing energy, but not good at showing his feelings. Now, he could be a Pisces, because we've got double Pisces. We've got Pisces up there with the wife mother card, and we've got Pisces here. And we've got these two kings, these two masculines, and we've got what looks like a single mother over here. So she's a match for him. So we've got two couples, King of Cups with the Queen of Cups, and we've got the King and Queen of Pentacles, and we've got a third wheel, the Queen of Wands. And I feel like this Knight of Wands, I feel like that's just a masculine in that energy. I don't feel like that's an extra person. But this to me looks like a mother with a child at foot. And, you know, she regrets being in the Hanged Man mode. You know, she regrets not doing anything about, she regrets that she didn't do anything about it. So that could mean she regrets not leaving the marriage, or not leaving it earlier when she figured out that there was something else going on. Or she could regret not doing anything about the fact that she felt like the partner. I feel like it's the man who's cheated. I'm not going to lie. That's the way it's coming through, but I might be wrong, because you can always switch the roles around in these readings, because they're general readings, so it's hard to pick up on the gender. But that's the way I'm getting it. She regrets not doing anything about it. She could maybe also regret something to do with emotions, not showing her emotions, or not showing the love that she's had for the man or the masculine, that kind of thing. I don't know why, but I just feel like kind of winded. I feel emotional. I feel out of breath, panicked. I feel just kind of grief. And it's not mine. I just feel like, in this King and Queen of Cups, the King and the Queen of Cups, i.e. emotions, this is the two most emotional energies coming through. So there's a lot of emotion here, but there's a lot of regret. And we've got this child, could be a small child. There might have been a death in the family with the fact that I've just said the word grief. And we've got the death card here. And the last card that decided to flip out is the Star card. And it's clarified by the Temperance. So again, this could be an angel. We've got, this is Sagittarius and Aquarius energies. So, you know, I'm just being reminded that this King or Queen of Cups, they could be, or they could have Scorpio in their chart, or Pisces. So to me, I was just getting the words, because I've told you before, Aries, I keep getting this angel card on the right-hand side of your reading. It used to come out on the top hand, right-hand side. It's now coming out over here. And that could mean that the energy has come round, and it was now sort of, the energy's now more prevalent now in the present, and it might have been in the past. You know, or vice versa. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying what comes into my head. I feel like this is someone, an angel, someone watching from above, and they are saying, look up to the stars and you'll see me. Look up, in the night sky, when it's night, look up to the stars and you'll see me. I was also getting, because this Temperance energy is about patience, I feel like someone's trying to send you a message to be patient, Aries. You know, be patient, your blessings will come in. Don't give up hope. We've got the Star, which is all about beautiful hope and blessings. And there's someone with these two cards, someone who wants to put something right, someone who wants to, you know, two cards of healing, someone who wants to do whatever it takes to make something right again. And because we've got kind of like the mother and father card, and there could be a step parent energy as well. You know, I just feel like there's a lot of love, but there's been some kind of loss, some kind of hurt, grief, and somebody's disconnected, and somebody might feel isolated as well, and there's a lot of regret, and someone just, you know, it's a family thing with this Ten of Cups here, and it could have to do with a parent and a child, and you know, the Hanged Man as well talks of, you know, Hanged Man, Hermit, they both talk of silence, where there's been some inactivity, there's been, the energy has stayed still, and there's been a chance to look at the bigger picture of the situation, and a chance to do some self-reflection with the Hermit, and someone, it could be that someone in spirit wants a situation to come, to be put right, you know, a rift to be healed. So that's the reading for today, my loves. Please do let me know if it's resonated. If you wouldn't mind sharing your insights, I would be honoured. I love your comments, as long as they're nice, Aries, and they have been nice. I did switch the comment section off for a time because I felt like there was an energy where I was triggering. When I was talking about exes, I seemed to be triggering a very small few people, and I felt like they were kind of like, I felt like saying, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just reading the energy, I'm not your ex. You know, I do appreciate that people, you know, do get triggered. Everyone does when they've been hurt by someone. But I don't mean to offend anyone, and it's not me. And I'm not sort of on anyone's side, or, you know, I'm impartial, and I'm just reading the energy, and the cards will only tell you things that you need to know for your best and highest good. And I do feel like there's an angel. Yeah, there's an angel that's, and I keep getting, and I'm getting Annie Lennox now in my mind. There must be an angel playing with my heart. Must be talking to an angel. Must be talking to an angel. So I'll catch you next time, my lovely Aries collective. I hope you have a lovely weekend. If I don't see you before Sunday night, I hope you have a great time. Take care of yourselves. As always, I'm sending you all lots of luck, love, lots of light, all coming your way from me. I'll catch you next time. God bless you all.